Maria Rodriguez came in at the same time every morning. 52 years old, quiet, invisible. Office workers didn't even notice her presence. In the corridors where she pushed her cleaning cart, people continued their phone conversations, acting as if she wasn't there. "Excuse me, you're in my way," young lawyers would say. She'd be kicked out of meeting rooms. "Come back later." Even the security guard didn't recognize her. "Where's your ID card?" She'd worked in the same building for 15 years, but wasn't important to anyone. That Tuesday morning, everything changed. An abandoned bag in the lobby, ... Security alarms blaring. FBI bomb squad being called. Evacuate the building. While this building was being evacuated, Maria had stayed in the cleaning closet. No one had remembered her. But when Maria approached the bag, she noticed something. Wire colors, timer system, detonation device. "Everyone stay back," she shouted. Her voice had completely changed. Professional, authoritative. The ID card that fell from her dashboard read, "Explosive Ordnance Disposal Specialist, Bomb, Squad to 20 years experience." Because Maria Rodriguez wasn't just a cleaning lady. On the 12th floor of the federal building, at Martinez and Associates law firm, no one would notice Maria Rodriguez. She'd arrive at 6:30 a.m. and leave at 10 p.m. Gray uniform, hair pulled back. Silent steps. She was like a ghost. Lawyer Jennifer Walsh would drink her coffee at the same desk every morning. While Maria cleaned, she'd continue her phone conversations. "I don't care about the timeline, just get it done." She wouldn't act like Maria was there, continuing her personal conversations. "My husband thinks I work too much." "Yes, the cleaning lady is here, but she doesn't speak English well." Maria spoke perfect English. Actually, she knew 3 languages. But no one knew because no one had asked Junior partner. David Kim would get annoyed when he saw Maria entering the meeting room. "We have an important client call in 5 minutes. Can you come back later?" Maria would leave without saying anything. David would tell his client on the phone, "Sorry, just some cleaning staff. They don't understand timing." At the security desk, Jim Morrison would ask the same question every morning. "Where's your ID badge?" Maria had worn the same badge for 15 years, but Jim asked every time. "You need to wear it visibly," he'd say, as if Maria had just started. Maria never said anything. She'd just show her badge and pass silently. Jim would tell his colleague, "These cleaning people, they don't follow rules. We should be stricter." Maria's badge read, "Maria Rodriguez, maintenance staff minus 15 years service." But Jim had never read it. That Tuesday morning, March 15th, at 8:47 a.m., everything changed. While Maria was cleaning on the 12th floor, alarm sounds started coming from below. It wasn't a fire alarm. It was a security alarm. A different sound. Maria knew that sound. When she went down to the lobby, there was chaos. Security guard Jim was talking on his radio in panic. "We have a suspicious package in the lobby. Requesting immediate evacuation protocol. Black duffel bag near the main entrance. Abandoned, unclaimed." The FBI bomb squad had been called, but they were 20 minutes away. "Evacuate the building. Everyone out now." Came the announcement over the speakers. Elevators had been disabled. Only emergency stairs were open. People were running in panic. Lawyer Jennifer Walsh was trying to walk down the stairs in high heels, continuing her phone conversation. "I'll call you back. There's some emergency evacuation." David Kim was trying to get his laptop, shouting at security, "I have important files." "Up there, security. Sir, you need to leave now." Jim Morrison was trying to give coordinates to the FBI on his radio. Federal building, 450 Golden Gate Avenue. Suspicious package in main lobby. Under stress, his voice was shaking. Within 15 minutes, The building was completely evacuated. Police perimeter was established. FBI vans started arriving. Everyone was accounted for. Almost everyone. No one had counted Maria. Maria was still in the cleaning closet on the 3rd floor. She'd heard the alarm, understood what was happening, but no one had told her what to do. No one had included her in the evacuation. When she went down to the lobby, the building was silent. Emergency lights were on. Alarms had stopped. And that black duffel bag was still there. Maria approached. She saw something she hadn't seen in 20 years. Timer device. Red digital numbers. 1237. 1236. 12:35. Muscle memory kicked in. Hands didn't shake. Pulse stayed normal. Maria crouched next to the bag, opened the zipper. Inside, C4 explosive, timer mechanism, cell phone trigger, pressure plate, professional setup, military grade. Everyone, stay back, she shouted. Her voice had completely changed. Command voice, authority. This area is secured. Security guard Jim, running from the emergency exit, froze. Ma'am, you need to evacuate immediately. I said get back. Maria's voice echoed through the building. Jim had never heard this voice. This wasn't Maria's voice. Maria pulled out a metal toolkit from her cleaning cart. But the tools weren't cleaning supplies. Wire cutters, voltage meter, frequency scanner. EOD equipment. Jim saw the laminated ID card that fell from the dashboard. Explosive Ordnance Disposal Specialist, Maria Rodriguez, U.S. Army. 20 years experience, security clearance, top secret. Jim's radio crackled. This is FBI bomb squad. ETA 8 minutes. Ensure building is clear. Do not approach the device. Maria took the radio. This is EOD Specialist Rodriguez on scene. I have eyes on device. C4 with timer and dual trigger system. 11 minutes 42 seconds remaining. FBI radio operator. Ma'am, identify yourself. What's your unit? Asterisk, former 89th EOD Company, Iraq and Afghanistan veteran. 247 successful disposals. I can handle this. Silence on radio. Then, ma'am, our team is 6 minutes out. Can you wait for support? Maria looked at the timer. 10:15. 10:14. 10:13. Negative. Cell phone trigger means remote detonation possible. Timeline is critical. Maria fully opened the bag. C4 blocks arranged around central timer. Red wire, blue wire, yellow wire. But this wasn't movie simple. This was real EOD work. She checked the cell phone signal with the frequency scanner. Active, meaning someone could trigger remotely any second. Jim, she said to the security guard, tell FBI on the radio. We need a cell phone jammer. Now. Jim. In panic. I don't understand what's happening. Do IT? Maria's command voice. Jim immediately complied. Maria checked the electrical current with the voltage meter. Live wires. Timer connected to main charge through pressure plate. If timer reached 0, or if someone tried to move device, or if remote signal came through. Boom. Her hands moved with practiced precision. 20 years of muscle memory. First, disable remote trigger. Frequency scanner showed 4G signal. Phone battery needed disconnection, but phone was connected through anti-tamper circuit. If phone lost power suddenly, it would trigger detonation. Maria smiled grimly. She'd seen this before. Fallujah, 2006. Same setup. With wire cutters, she carefully exposed the phone connection, not the main power. The backup circuit. Cut backup first, then main power would think phone just went into sleep mode. Snip. Phone screen went dark. Timer kept running. 7:23, 7:22, 7:21. A remote trigger was neutralized. FBI vans arrived at the building perimeter. Radio chatter. Bomb squad on site. Where's the building manager? Who authorized someone to approach the device? Jim on. Radio. There's a cleaning lady in there, but she says she's bomb squad expert. FBI. What? Sir, we need all civilians out immediately. Maria took the radio. This is Rodriguez. Remote trigger disabled. Working on timer mechanism. 6 minutes 44 seconds. FBI team leader. Ma'am, this is Captain Johnson. I need you to step away and let my team handle this. Captain, with respect, your team is outside. I'm inside, and this thing goes off in 6 minutes. I can finish this. Captain Johnson knew that voice. Combat veteran voice. What's your experience level? Asterisk, 247 successful disposals. Iraq and Afghanistan. 89th EAD Company. Never lost a civilian. Radio silence. Then, Rodriguez. I served with 89th. You're Rodriguez? The Rodriguez? Maria paused. Depends which Rodriguez you heard about. Fallujah Maria? The one who cleared the Market District? That was a long time ago. Holy shit. Ma'am, if you're who I think you are ... you've got this. My team will provide support. Maria grinned. Good to hear from you again, Johnson. Timer. 4:17. 4:16, 4:15, ... Now the hard part. Timer mechanism was connected to pressure plate under. C4. If pressure changed by more than 2 grams, detonation. If timer reached 0, detonation. Had to disable timer without triggering pressure plate. Maria shined a flashlight under the bag. Pressure plate was rigged with anti-lift switch. Clever. If someone tried to remove C4 blocks, switch would close circuit. Boom. But pressure plates had one weakness. They measured pressure change, not absolute pressure. If she could add weight at exact same rate, she removed C4. Maria pulled out metal weights from her cleaning cart. Cleaning supplies? No. EOD counterweights. She'd been carrying professional equipment for 15 years, disguised as cleaning tools. One by one, as she removed C4 blocks, she placed counterweights. Pressure plate stayed stable. Timer. 203, 202. 201. Finally, timer mechanism exposed. But this timer had final surprise. Anti-tamper circuit around timer itself. If anyone tried to cut timer wires, backup battery would trigger immediate. Detonation. Maria had seen this too. Ramadi, 2007. Solution wasn't to cut wires. Solution was to confuse the timer. Voltage meter again. Timer was running on 12-volt system. But if she introduced 15-volt current into feedback circuit, timer would think it had already reached 0 and reset itself. Maria pulled out a small battery pack from her cart, modified, 15-volt output. Connected to timer's feedback loop. Timer display flickered. 1:17, 1:16, 0 o'clock. Reset. 99 to 99. Error. Safe mode. Bomb disarmed. Maria sat back on her heels. Hands still steady. Breathing normal. Like riding a bicycle. FBI team burst through emergency entrance. Captain Johnson first. Full EOD gear. Saw Maria sitting next to disarmed device. Tools neatly arranged. Clear, Maria called out. Device is safe. Johnson approached, saw the setup. Professional disarmament. Textbook perfect. Rodriguez. That was beautiful work. Maria stood up, dusted off her gray uniform. Just another day at the office. Johnson looked around. What the hell are you doing working as cleaning staff? Maria shrugged. Pays the bills. Quiet work. No one shoots at you. By now, building perimeter was full of FBI agents, police, media vans. Building evacuation protocol was being lifted. People started filing back in. Jennifer Walsh, David Kim, Jim Morrison, dozens of office workers who had evacuated. They saw Maria standing with FBI bomb squad, saw the disarmed device, saw her tools, saw her talking to FBI captain like an equal. Jennifer Walsh approached Jim. What happened? How long were we out? Jim stared at Maria. That's Maria, the cleaning lady. She disabled the bomb. David Kim. What? The cleaning lady? That's impossible. Captain Johnson approached the crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, you're alive today because of Maria Rodriguez, former EAD specialist, 247 successful bomb disposals in Iraq and Afghanistan. She saved this entire building. Silence. Complete silence. Jennifer Walsh, who had never spoken directly to Maria in 5 years, approached. I don't understand. You work here as cleaning staff, Maria finished. An EOD specialist and daughter and veteran. People can be more than one thing. David Kim, shame creeping across his face. We didn't know. Maria started packing her tools back into cleaning cart. You never asked. Jim Morrison, security guard who had checked her ID every day for 15 years. Ma'am, I owe you an apology. We all do. Maria looked at him. No apology needed, Jim. You were doing your job. I was doing mine. FBI Captain Johnson. Rodriguez, I have to ask. Why cleaning work? You could work anywhere. Government contractors, private security, training academy. Double quotes. Maria finished packing tools. You know why I left active duty, Johnson. Johnson nodded. Yeah, I remember. That last mission. Maria was quiet for a moment. IED in Ramadi. I disabled it. But there was a second device, hidden. When civilian family tried to return to their house. She didn't finish. Didn't need to. 3 kids, she said quietly. I saved the building but lost the kids. Decided I was done with bombs after that. Building lobby was quiet now. Emergency vehicles leaving. Normal activity resuming. Maria pushed her cart toward elevator. Same cart, same uniform, same quiet steps. But now people watched her differently. Jennifer Walsh called out. Maria? Would you Would you like to have coffee sometime? I'd like to hear your story. Maria paused. Coffee sounds nice. David Kim. Ma'am, I know this sounds strange, but we have a security consulting contract coming up. Would you consider double quotes? Maria smiled. I like cleaning work. It's honest. It's useful. And mostly, nobody tries to kill me. Elevator arrived. Maria got in with her cart. As doors closed, Jim Morrison called out, Maria, your ID badge. It just says maintenance staff. Should say something else. Maria looked down at badge, then back at Jim. No, Jim. It says exactly what it should say. I maintain things. Keep them safe. Keep them clean. Doors closed. 3 months later, federal building installed new security protocols. Maria Rodriguez was promoted to head of building security consulting. But she kept her cleaning shift. Jennifer Walsh started saying good morning every day. David Kim never interrupted her work again. Jim Morrison learned to say good morning, Maria, instead of asking for ID, because they finally understood. Maria Rodriguez had always been exactly who she needed to be. They just hadn't been paying attention. The day Maria Rodriguez saved federal building, she didn't become a hero. She revealed she'd always been one. Some heroes wear uniforms and get parades. Others wear gray maintenance clothes and push cleaning carts. And sometimes, when the world needs saving, They're exactly the right person in exactly the right place. At exactly the right time dot, because heroes come in all shapes, all jobs, all backgrounds. They just need someone to notice.